Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur-Bhakta-Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur-Bhakta-Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur-Bhakta-Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Arjuna Sakha Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. I'm so sorry Prabhu, but late.
No problem, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna devotees, welcome all of you for the today's morning program, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. And today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Arjuna Sakha Prabhu, and Prabhu will enlighten us on Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 25th chapter, verses 30 and 31st. Over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Sabko. For my obeisance to all of you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namastutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tado Jayat Muduraye Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangulam Priyate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Bande Sri Guru Dinatarine Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttama Slokir Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Sunyatam Sakata Krishna Punya Sravanam Kirtanam Hridayantastavadhrani Vibhudoti Sahasrutam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I offer obeisance to all of you. Namo Vishnupadaya, Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Srimati Namo Vishnupadaya, Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurabani Chari, Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Tasma Pradeshtaya. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, are you sharing the screen, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, I will share.
And my sincere apologies, I got delayed due to some technical problem. And still I cannot log in from my laptop.
Yes, Prabhuji, I just shared.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu. Yadesh Manapang. That is 4.25 to 30. Hare Krishna. That is 4.25 to 30. Yadesh Mamapang Vikramadit Indriyam. Sravida Bhavasmitam Bhavendra Bharva. Trapyopasastro Bhagavan Mamu Bhava. Prabhavati Tanga Harana Shubhane. Yatesh Mama Panga Vikramaditya Indriyam Savitra Bhava Smita Vipratam Purva Taya Pasyatyam Bhagavan Mama Bhava Prapadyate Atha Anugraha Shubhane. Yatesh Mama Panga Vikanditya Indriyam Sabiragdhava Smita Vikramat Bhavam Tvayam Upachrat Bhagavan Mahabhava Prapadyate Atha Anugrahan Sabhane. Certainly, your glancing upon me today has very much hesitated by mind. Your smile, which is full of shyness, but at the same time lofty, is hesitating the most powerful Cupid within me. Therefore, O most beautiful, I ask you to be merciful upon me. Translation, purport by Srila Prabhupada. Everyone has lofty desires within, and as soon as one is hesitated by a movement of beautiful woman's eyebrows, the Cupid within time immediately throws his arrow at the heart. Thus, one is quickly conquered by the eyebrows of a beautiful woman. Then, one is hesitated by lofty desires. His senses are attracted by all kinds of Visaya, enjoyable things like sound, touch, form, smell, and taste. These attractive sense objects oblige one to come under the control of a woman. In this way, the conditional life of a living being begins. In this way, I repeat it, in this way, the conditional life of a living being begins. Conditional life means being under the control of a woman. And certainly, the living entity is always at the mercy of a woman or a man. Thus, living entities live in birthdays to one another, and thus they continue this conditional material life illusioned by Maya. Next verse. Ananam Sutra Lochanam Vayalam Viniladala Vrindas Sampratam Uniyame Drashya Bhalgavachatam Yat Vrindyanam Mukham Suchismita. Oh my dear, your face is so beautiful, with your nice eyebrow and eyes with your blush hair scattered about. In addition, very sweet sound are coming from your mouth. Nonetheless, you are so covered with shyness that you do not see me face to face. I therefore request you, my dear girl, to smile and kindly raise your head to see me. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Such a speech is typical for a living entity attracted by the opposite sex. This is called bewilderment, occasioned by becoming conditioned by material nature. When thus attracted by the beauty of the material energy, one becomes very eager to enjoy. This is elaborately described in this instance of Puranjan's becoming attracted by the beautiful woman. In conditioned life, the living entity is attracted by face, eyebrow, and eyes. A voice of anything. In short, everything becomes attractive. Thus, a man or a woman is attracted by opposite sex. It does not matter whether the opposite sex is beautiful or not. The lover sees everything beautiful in the face of the beloved and thus become attracted. This attraction caused the living entity to fall down in the material world. This is described in Bhagavad Gita as Ichcha Desha Samuddhena Dvanda Mohena Bharata Sarva Bhutani Sammoham Sarva Yanti Bharata. O citizen of Bharata, Arjuna, O conqueror of the face, all living entities are born into delusion, overcome by the dualities of desire and hate. This condition of life is called avidya. Opposite to the avidya is real knowledge. The Sri Upanishad distinguishes between the vidya and avidya, knowledge and ignorance. By avidya, one becomes conditioned, and by vidya, one becomes liberated. Puranjana admits herein that he is attracted by avidya. Now he wishes to see the complete feature of avidya, and so requests the girl to raise her head so that he can see her face to face. He thus wishes to see the various features, thus make avidya attractive. Hare Krishna Mogyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakyurunmilitam Denam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Dena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Shapadante Bande Aham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavansramsya Sri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vidam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Shahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Nitansya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kantaratha Kantamusti Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Tripti He Bhakta Priya Bandhava Natavara Chura Kirti Sikharam He Syama Suti Surachiram Bhavanga Pangikyanam He Bansi Vinudharam Tribhanga Lalitam Rupe Jagan Mohanam He Govashya Pratipalatum Sadalam Rahi Tamevam Nilachale Nivashaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadre Shubhudrabhyam Jagannathaya Dina Hare Krishna. So I wish you all a happy Rath Yatra, and today is auspicious day of Rath Yatra. Today in Jagannath Puri, we all are celebrating Rath Yatra, and we also celebrate here in ISKCON as well. So in these two verses, this is the condition of a conditioned life. As you know, I will not go into the detail of the Puranjan, the story, but here the essence is this: how we are fallen, trapped by Maya, how we fall trapped with the Maya. The one thing very clear here is something attractive, very attractive. By this attraction, we start going down and down, and finally we get entrapped by Maya. Krishna Bhuliya Ji Bhagavan Chakre Athay Maya Tare Japte. The moment we forget Krishna, the moment we forget that we are the servant, part and parcel of the law, Krishna, immediately the chain, which has been very entangled, well intact, and get one, the portion of the chain get loosened, lost. Immediately what happens? The Maya will capture the life. And that is the problem. And here also we see how it's a natural phenomenon for a being, human being, or maybe any animals of any kinds, which is conditioned to get attracted towards the opposite sex. And this is not a new thing. This is Swabhava. Even in Brahma Samhita also someone mentioned it is as if a very young boys and girls, they get attracted with each other. But attraction is that's a good thing. But one thing is that if you are not controlled and you are totally captivated by this attraction, then it becomes very, very dangerous, as you can see here. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna elaborately mentioned about this. It is mentioned, Krishna Bhuliya Jeev Bhagavan Chakra. The moment we forget Krishna, we forget who am I, and we forget the essential characteristics, the dharma of my life. What happens? I got distracted. But the distraction is the main cause of getting forgetfulness. How it? Dhyayata Vishayan Pulsam Sangam Teshu Pajayate Sangat Sanchayate Kama Kama Krodha. We get attracted by Vishaya. The Vishaya is, what is Vishaya? The Vishaya is all about the attractive material sense enjoyment, object of the sense enjoyment. For example, all the things that pleasures attracts us. And today, particularly in the digital era, if you see, there is a huge amount of scope for getting attracted. And particularly youngsters, they get easily attracted by the material things. Good car, good houses, good very prestige, big balance, and especially women. And this is how most of us living life. And this is the condition of the society. The first thing is attraction. This is getting attracted in our mind. Dhyayato Vishaya Punsa. What happened? Sangam Teshu Pajaya. To start getting association. Mentally, emotionally, you get attached with that particular thing. Sangam Teshu Pajaya. And with this association, what happens? The desires start flowing from within. Lots and lots of desires start cropping up. Sangat Sanchayate Kama. And now the desire, even there is a difference between the desire and lusty desires. When I am deeply attracted or maybe attached to a Vishaya, the desire converted into the lusty desire. And that is more dangerous for a human being. Dhyayato Vishayan Punsam Sangam Teshu Pajayate Sangat Sanchayate Kamat Kamat Krodha Vishaya. And from there, the anger starts coming up. Krodhat Lapoti Sammoha. And this is the most difficult points of life. Sammoha. And you can see plenty of stories related to the Sammoha. And because of the Sammoha, the Mahabharata war was the major cause of the Sammoha. Mine, me, mine, and mine. Why not Duryodhana? Duryodhana should not lose the power. He should be the only Ekachatra Samrat of Bharatvansa. I cannot give up my throne. I cannot give a piece of land to anybody. Sammoha. Sammohat Sruti Vibhrama. And from that Sammoha, because we are attached too much of attachment, too much of me, syndromes, my syndrome. What happened? We never try to give up anything. Whatever associated with the body, whatever associated with me and my syndromes, I'm never willing to give up and never willing to go away from the comfort zone. And that is the most dangerous situation. And many of them, even Lord Krishna Bhagavan, what he says, this raga is very dangerous. And unless we come out of this raga, we cannot take the steps for liberation. Sammoha. Sammoha Sruti Vibhrama. And from that Sammoha, what happens? We start, our memories get faded away. Memory goes away. Sammoha Sruti Vibhrama. Sruti Bhransa. And once the memory goes away, thereafter, buddhi, which is the discriminating faculty of the life, this or goes out. And when buddhi is out of life, what happens? Ahankara. If you remember the Bhagavad Gita sloka by Lord Krishna, he says again, Ahankara Vimulatma. And we become Ahankari, we become foolish, stupid, and we do not understand who really I am. Achirena Risha. Thereafter, we fall down from the very essence of the humanism to a condition, deep condition soul. And this is a very dangerous situation for any being, and particularly human being. And what we do, we act only in the bodily concept of life. Iswaroha aham sukhi, siddho aham balavan sukhi. I am the king, I am the law, and I am the most happiest person in the world. Prabhupada says, even the insect within the stool also feel proud of being a being. And it mentioned that Prabhupada mentioned that he also feels that I am the owner of this system, the stool. And what is the difference? Prabhupada again given a narrative. What is the difference between the thought of a vista, the insect, and the thought of a human being? Because constitutionally, four things are very common: ahara, nidra, bhayamaitana. There is no difference. Even if you look, if you want to capture an elephant, what they do? They keep a sea woman, the female woman in front. And they're so attracted to each other. Now they fall in attraction and put it, kept in the ditch, right? The female elephant was asked to run away, and the male to whom we are capturing, they run after the female elephants. And because of that, it is the cause of being captured. And similarly, our condition is not different. Stri kalatradeshu. This is the condition. Stri kalatradeshu. And we don't understand the constitutional position of life within the state of being totally attracted, being in sense of moha all the time, and we cannot understand the Krishna consciousness. And this is called avidya. This is called avidya. And for Krishna says, Name is to see everybody is equal. Anybody, whatever that you are desiring, whatever desire that you have, and there as a Paramatma, I fulfill that. I don't discriminate on it, because I've given this very important things, that is, the independent will is given to you. And because of the independent will, what you do, exercise your life. And I not interfere. And here Krishna says, Ichha dvesa samatvena dvanda mohena var. Ichha dvesa samatvena dvanda mohena var. And because of the Ichha dvesa, the combination of Ichha and dvesa, the dvesha means the jealous, the enviousness. The enviousness is what happened is came out because of the Ichha, because of the desire. And this is the cause of the entire contamination. And if you understand this, Ichha dvesa samatvena dvanda mohena var. And again he says moha, because of the moha. And how the moha is coming out? The moha is coming because of the dvanda, confusion. Still there is a chance. If I am choosing proper one, probably I'll go back. But the chance of the possibility of choosing the wrong thing is very high, because we are sitting in that position, in that particular place. And we are being so captivated and captured by the illusion, the maya, that there is no possibility of taking a right decision. And very few of them take a positive decision even at this point of time. So what you need to understand, the cause of my condition, My being falling in the trap of the Maya is this Ichcha, because of the desire that I have been doing and doing and doing and capturing in my mind and heart, one after another. That is the cause of all the problems. Samudra apam pravishyanti sarve. The Ichcha, the human being or any being are coming like as if the rivers are flowing from multi-direction and falling into this, what happened? This ocean. There is no dearth of rivers flowing inside the ocean. Similarly, the rivers from all the directions are considered like the desire coming to our mind. The mind is like an ocean, and the desires are like rivers. And because of this Ichcha, what happens? The dvesha, the jealousy. Why not me? Why not I enjoy? Why he can enjoy more than me? Why should I not marry her? Or why should not I enjoy her? Why should somebody else? And the fight begins. And the dvanda, and finally the moha, excessive thought of belongingness. And Krishna says, Sarva Bhutani Sammoham. Sammoham, because of the dualities, because of the desire and the envy, these three important points, we fall entrapped of this Maya. And what happened? Swarga Janti Parantam. What do you mean by Swarga Janti Parantam? That means if we keep on coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. Punarapi Janama, Punarapi Marana, Punarapi Janani Gatadeshana. And this is the cause of our falling down. And Krishna described it. And that is not enough. We fall down in the condition Maya. That is not enough. What happened thereafter? We still engaged without understanding. Avidya, because of this ignorance, what happens? We still don't know what is karma, what is bikarma, what is sakarma. And you get illusion of doing bikarma, even doing bikarma, and find the liberation, path of liberation in that. We get totally entangled in sakarma, and there is a hope. We keep on hoping and believing and thinking in a negative way. That means, yes, this will liberate me, and we will dream of something bigger. Kama esha, hrudayesha, rajoguna samutta. Because of the desire, because of this anger associated with the rajoguna, this is the gateway towards hell. And that leads towards what? That leads towards our tamasic activities. Kama esha, hrudayesha, rajoguna samutta. And there is no scope. Buddhe gachanti satata, madhe tistanti rajasa, jagarnya guna brutteshu, adho gachanti tamasha. And we visually fall down and get entangled and associated with tamoguni. And what happens when we get associated with tamoguni? Definitely, we fall down towards the lower planetary system. And that is the condition of ignorance because of one thing, avidya. Avidya. Krishna Chakrabarti Thakur says, Jada Vidya Sina Maya. And what we consider reading all these books, scriptures, reading all these external books associated with Maya, what happens? These books, all the bookish knowledge, all the theories that we are reading in our school curriculum or college, universities, what happens? That would be helping us getting more and more knowledge. It is not going to help us in liberating from that, liberating from the Maya. That's why Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur says, even Lord Krishna says, if it is not associated with me, that is not knowledge. If it is not associated, which will liberate you from this bondage, it is avidya. And Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur beautifully says, Jadavidya Sina Maya Rapaiko. It is the affluences of Maya. It will be giving you the pathway. It is a pathway to the affluences of Maya, Vaibhava. And what happens? It is the hindrance for the devotional services. Jada Vidya Sina Mayara Vaibhava, Tumar Bhajane. And it is a hindrance for your devotional service. Avidya Sansare, Maya, Anitya Sansare. In the temporary world, temporary universe, Maya Upujaya. And what happens? It brings more and Maya, more Maya. Maya means illusion. It creates more and more illusion. And the last word he says is very wonderful. What he says? Avidya Anitya Sansare Maya Upujaya. Jibe ke kore Gadha. Gadha is donkey. And it converts the so-called knowledge that we are gaining in the universities and colleges. What happens? Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur describes this as this will be helping you becoming a donkey. Anitya Sansare Maya Upujaya. Jibe ke kore Gadha. It is helping us becoming Gadha. And Prabhupada says the degrees are helping you to become more and more what? Dog. To lead like a dog life. I don't know Prabhupada says this. But the question is, along with this, how can it? Because we are already trapped. We cannot say that means give up everything and go away, become a sannyas and practice nonsense. No, it is not prescribed. Sthane sthita srutigatam. It is prescribed being in this position. Being in this position. Don't give up position. Because there is a plenty of way, and there is a very, very, very easiest way to become liberated and bring Krishna consciousness in life. And Krishna is so merciful that he is giving and opening each and every door and make each and every door, every path very simple for people like us. And particularly considering us, the Manda Sumanda Matayu Manda Bhagya Sumanda. The condition of the human being in this Kali Yuga is very, very miserable. Manda Sumanda Matayu Manda Bhagya Sumanda. And considering all this aspect, the position of person or being in Kali Yuga would be very dangerous and very difficult for them to do austerity, penance, and all this. So what he did, he made everything very clear, very simple. And what is the simplest way? Kalau dosha nidhiraj sti eka mahan kitna deva Krishna mukta sandhaparam. In the age of Kali, everything is defective. Everything will be defective. Whatever you say, something will be coming out, and it will create a war-like situation even at the home or maybe at the outside. Everything that you do in the office, there will be a fault. Somebody will be coming with your microscopic lens, say that this is the mistake that you have done, and there will be conflict. You're sitting and dining together with your colleagues. You didn't like something, somebody will say, oh, you didn't like, I like this much, this is my favorite habit. How can you say this is not good? There is a conflict. And this is ocean of all the difference. Kalo dosha nidhiraj. But despite of all this situation, what happens? There is one greatest of the great thing. Mahan guna, one great characteristics in this Kali Yuga. What happens? What is the characteristics? And it is meant for whom? It's meant for everybody. What is the greatest characteristics? Kirtana Deva Krishna Mukta Sangha. Not only get liberated, but also liberation from the Maya, and he is getting or she is getting a position. The Atma will be getting a position and has got ability to stay together with the Lord in the Adol. Param Brajit, in the Braj, he can start living with this Lord. By doing what? Kirtana Deva Krishnasya. When we are getting associated with the devotional service by chanting and glorifying the Kirtana, the glorifying the name of the Lord, that is absolute reality that you get liberated and also goes to go back to the Godhead and stay living together with Krishna. Sajajya, Salukya, Samipya, and beyond that. And that is the beauty of the Kali Yuga. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful. Golokera Premadana, and in order to get this essence and help us in getting the test, the nectar of that particular things, the Kirtana, Deva Krishna Shri. It took the responsibility and bringing straight from the Golok Vrindavan, directly bringing Krishna, Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya, and together he brought this the nectar from the Golok Vrindavan and given to us. Golokera Premadana, Harinama Sankirtan. And he's given this and asked us to get the testing of that. And Krishna again says, what is the possibility? He has already fallen. The conditioned soul is fallen now. What to do? Achirena Panishati. Is there any hope? Is there any hope? Is there any possibility? Krishna says, yes. Don't worry. Even at this point of time also, there is a possibility. What is the possibility? And he describes very beautifully. Raga Dvesha Vimukteshu Visayan Indriyasaran Atmavoda Vidheya Atma Prashada Madhigachya. And Prashada with blessings is the essence here. Prashade Sarva Dukkhana Anirasti Pujayati Prashanna Chetasvasu Pura Buddhyamasti. And the Prashad is the things, is the one that will help you taking out from that conditioned soul, conditioned state to a liberated state. And you can get rid of all kinds of miserable things. And this is the miserable condition. What can be more miserable than this? You are in the prison without seeing, unable to see the boundaries. And you cannot move away. And the precarious condition, in this precarious condition, what is that? Prashade Sarvadukkana Anirasti Prashayati Prashanna Chetasvasu Para Buddhi Pratishtha. Your intelligence get fixed. You are coming again and realize that you are a servant of the Lord. You started thinking that Krishna is with me. You start feeling that, yeah, I am associated with Krishna. You started believing that I am a servant of the Lord. This is the condition he wants to bring back. And how it is possible? Because of the only thing that's prasada. And what is prasada? Prasada is the blessings of the Lord. Prasada is the blessings of the Guru. And prasada is the blessing from the scripture. And if you're getting the blessings of these three, Guru, Krishna, and the scriptures, and also Krishna says, the sadhu, Vaishnava's prasada. What happens? Everything that you realize, that you move away from the avidya, zone of avidya, to the vidya. The real knowledge sprouting from the heart. But for that, we need to be, what happens? Krishna says, you need to qualify. Unless you qualify, it cannot be given. But qualification is the most important. And how to qualify? Raga Dvesha Vimukti Vishayan Indriyasa. And move away from this, the contaminated zone of the sense, the enjoyment of the Visha. Move away and stay detached. Raga Dvesha Vimukti. Raga is attachment and Dvesha is just. Stay away from these two things, Raga and Dvesha. And how can you stay away from these two? By being dissociated from the Visa and the Indriya Bhog, the sense of gratification. when can be done? That can be done by what? Atmabodha Vidheya Atma. The moment you start engaging yourself with the process of that, process of services, the process of liberation, the process of understanding this Atmabodha, then only that is possible, and you become liberated, eligible for the prasad. And it is open invitation for all. And how it is possible? It's very much possible. It's the easiest way in Kali Yuga. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Vignamip Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gatiram. This is the way that you can get easily liberated. Sevan Mukhe Sevan. The moment we start serving, simplest way, Sevan, again the prasad comes into the picture. We consider prasadam as a eating the remaining remnants of the Lord, the prasadam. But prasadam is not only eating something, the prasadam, bhoga, but also the prasadam, the blessings of the Lord, the blessings of Guru, the blessing of Vaishnavas, and the blessings of the all these four individually has got potency to liberate any being from any precarious condition. But what is the sublime way of doing that? Sevan mukhe hisvade salpam spurati. The moment we start serving from the mouth, from the tongue, that's automatically swayam eva spurati. It gets resided in the heart and automatically it will sprout from the core of the heart. And what happens? Jnana dipena. If the dark room is illuminated by a small light also, the darkness goes out. The darkness immediately goes out. We cannot say there is a presence of both the darkness and the light together. No. If the sunlight is coming in, or maybe the electric bulb is illuminated, immediately the darkness goes out. Similarly, the moment the Krishna consciousness comes inside, what happens? The illumination in Maya spread out. But it has to be not like once switch off, switch on, light goes out, switch it off, it remains enlightened. No. Nityam bham sive. Need to understand the nityam, the practicing on daily. Mali heya karisihi, bees are open. Sravana kirtana jale karana sanchaya. The light has to be keep on illuminating every moment. Don't allow the Maya to come in again and again. And this is the process, Atmabodha Vidheya. And if you understand, Vidheya Atma is just chanting the name of the Lord. In the Kali, the only way of Atmabodha is this, by chanting the name of the Lord. Hari Sarvatra Sharvada, Sutabhyam, Itatabhyam, Smatabyam, Shavavan. Thus, these three things has to be done in this time of Kali. That is what? That always, all the time. Shrotabhyam, that is by listening the glories of the Lord. Shrotabhyam, again, this comes very fast. Shrotabhyam. Kirtitabhyam, that is by chanting the name of the Lord, glorifying the Lord. And third is the remembrance of the Lord. This is called the Atmabodha Vidheya. This is the process. And if you follow the process, what happens? And we understand the constitutional position of the Atma. Jiver Swarupai Krishna Nityadas. And thereafter, we get the opportunity to get qualified for the prasad. We cannot claim, oh Lord, Radharani gave all the blessings to me, and Radharani will bless you immediately. Definitely it happens, but we are not qualified yet. Because we are still contaminated. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given a wonderful medicine, Mahoshati, in the name of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Mahamantra. And this is the Mahoshati, and that it has got the potency to liberate anybody, clean everybody, anybody. It has got the potential to cleanse anybody in this universe. And we are so fortunate that we have Guru like Prabhupada. We have gurus, we have Vaishnavas together, and you can take away time and help us ourselves to take this opportunity to get rid from this contamination of Maya and move to the state of Vidya. From the state of Vidya to the Maya, ignorance to knowledge. Tamasomam Jyotirgumaya. Right? From the darkness to the light, from ignorance to knowledge. And this is what we can pray to Srimati Radharani, Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, so that we get blessings from that. We get blessings and we can help ourselves in liberating and helps millions to liberate themselves. Hare Krishna. And again, I beg to all of you on your notice paid that because of the delay, because I could not join on time. And my sincere and most sincere apologies to all of you who are waiting. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Any question or any would like to add anything on this?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thanks a lot for the wonderful class. Like you mentioned many reasons, like why we are captivated, why we are conditioned, and then how we are getting conditioned, and what are the ways to come out of those things. Like you have nicely explained the how to like travel from the conditioned life to the liberation stage. So it was very nice, wonderful class, Prabhuji. And also devotees, as everybody knows, today is the Ratha Yatra. So from
Yes, Yatra, as you all know, and this is a great opportunity for all of us. Though we cannot go to Jagannath Puri today, but still we can celebrate Ratha Yatra staying in Bangalore. And we have the opportunity. Prabhu has shared this in the screen, you can see. And you get the opportunity to serve Lord and be part of his enjoyment. Today is the most auspicious and very, very wonderful day for Lord Jagannath. And even he could not sleep in the night, because thinking that how will be going and thinking how will be reaching. Gundicha is a representative of Vrindavan Dham, and he is moving from Vaikuntha Lok. Sri Kshetra Puri is considered the Vaikuntha Dham, and now he's thinking of going to Golok Vrindavan Dham, though it is represented by Ma Gundicha, but he is considered this place as Vrindavan Dham, and is thinking all the joys in his mind, Lord's mind, that how he keep on thinking and releases the enjoyment of moving from the Vrindavan, the Vaikuntha Dham to Golok Vrindavan Dham. And he keep on thinking the association of the Sakhas, the association of Radharani, the association of all the devotees, and thinking of reaching to Vrindavan Dham today. And this is the day he keeps on waiting for the whole of the year, Lord Jagannath. Hare Krishna. And I request all of you to be part of this great occasion and be associated and feel as if Krishna is walking in the jungle of Vrindavan. Baraha Pidam Narkavaragopi Karneya Karnikaram Vipratha Asham Kanakapiham Vajayanti Samana Randaya Vedum Madhurashudaya Urayanti Gopa Vrinde Vrindaranyam Shapadaramanam Pravishyanti Giti Kirti. And while pulling the cart, just feel that Krishna with the Gopshakha is coming from where? From Vrindavan, the jungle of Vrindavan, and there is a garlands hanging in the neck of the Lord. Karneya Karnikaram, and there are flowers in the ear, both the ears. And what happens? Krishna is dancing with his Gopshakha, and the Gopshakha is singing, and Krishna is playing flute, and they're coming from the jungle dancing, and Krishna at the center, Balaram is at the center, and all the Gopshakha is nearby, they're coming towards the village. And feel like that. You are being part of that Gopsakha. You are the Gopsakha and Gopsakhi, and coming in with Krishna, taking Krishna, Balaram, and Subhadra from the jungle to the Vrindavan. And this is how they think and they remember this particular verse and be in that mood. That means that Krishna is with you. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Devotees lines are already unmuted. And okay, this Jagannath Rath Yatra is from our Bhakti Kutir, and I'm sending this location in the chat box. So for your reference, just 1 minute. Yeah, I just sent in the chat box. So please try to attend. Hare Krishna. Yes, devotees lines are now unmuted and they can ask any questions. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Prabhu, you said the verse Barhapidam, it represents the one from the forest going to the.
Right, Mataji. And if you look at this Varahapidam Natabara Bapu is coming from the Venugit, this previous verse of Venugit, right? And this Varahapidam Natabara Bapu, this is the very particular verse which attracted Sukhdev Goswami.
Yes, Prabhu.
Right? And he was so attracted. He started searching from who is the person who is singing this beautiful and wonderful glories of the Lord. And he could see that his father Rasdev is singing Varahapidam Natabara. And this is a really amazing and wonderful verse. And we should always keep in our mind and get the nectar of associations of Gopsakha and also Krishna and Balaram. And this is the mood. Most of the devotees, if you know, though they don't, if you go to this Ratha Jatra, but many of them, they might not have remembered or might not have read this Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. But if you go and look at their mood, you can definitely see the bhava beholding in their heart and how they pull the cart in Jagannath.
Yes.
Right.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna devotees, any other devotees have any questions?
Okay, if there is no question, then we can close the session, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. We'll end the session with the Vaishnava Pranama.
Panchakalpataruvesha kripa sindhu bhaivacha patithanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo